artifact that people will see, which is one of the most important artifacts we have, are these two twin tridents that were actually from the east side of the North Tower. They were rescued from the recovery pile. They were brought, along with many other pieces of steel and artifacts, to Hangar 17 at JFK. We brought them back some years ago, and they're so large, about 70 feet tall, that we built the museum around them. This is what we call, it's the first overlook, and they'll look out into what we call Foundation Hall. And one of the first things they see to my left is the slurry wall. And that section that's recessed back a bit, it's 60 feet wide. That's original slurry wall that held back the Hudson River and is one of our most important archaeological artifacts that we have. So within that white box is the last steel column to be removed from this site to signify the end of the recovery period. There are a few pieces of steel that are impacted because of the crashing of the planes into the buildings. We call that impact steel. And the steel that you see that has now been mounted on the north volume down here hung roughly around the 96th to the 98th floors of the North Tower. And you can see how at the bottom the columns are bent back. That's because it's Flight 11's nose, when it pierced the building, it bent steel like that.
On 9/11, hundreds of people escaped to safety down those stairs, fleeing the collapse of the South Tower, fleeing the collapse of the North. And the stairs, as it turned out, ended up being the last piece of the World Trade Center campus to remain standing.
This is the actual south side of the South Tower column range. And behind this, on this wall, this is where we're going to have an exhibit about all the construction and complexity that went into building the original tower.
Among the other artifacts we have is the World Trade Center cross. It's actually a crossbeam that was found in the debris field most close to Tower 6 World Trade. So it became imbued with religious associations, spiritual meaning. Ultimately, it became the locus of gatherings of recovery workers, people seeking solace, seeking comfort, looking for hope, and not just Christians. This was an artifact that spoke to pretty much everyone at the site and became a beloved artifact of the recovery. The rebar that came out of Ground Zero was like what you see, spaghetti, a tangled mess of structural supporting steel.
When you're right here, the first thing that you're going to see is this wall. We gave to a good blacksmith, and he's taken from this World Trade Center recovered steel, and he's forging this quote, which is from Virgil, and it reads, "No day shall erase you from the memory of time." And that message goes really to the heart of this institution, which is one of the reasons why we think 9/11 still continues to resonate with so many, is that all those people did that day was what we do every single day. They simply got up in the morning and they went to work. And this idea that they were who we are really speaks to all our visitors who are coming to the memorial, and they will speak to them when they come to the museum. And this quote goes to the heart of that.